Hey everybody, this video is an install how-to on CarTrim LED side mirror sequential dynamic turn signals, so let's get started. Now the first thing that you're going to do with this install is you have to remove the mirror cover here. Now I had done the passenger side before this video, and of course it went smooth, it popped right off. I struggled on this one, I'm going to admit it, felt pretty stupid, but I did leave it in the video just so you can kind of see in case you run into issues. In the package, there is this included trim tool, which really helped kind of work it around the perimeter of the mirror and start releasing some of those tabs. Now, something to keep in mind while you're doing this, it will kind of pop off all of a sudden. Make sure it doesn't fall on your driveway and crack or chip the paint or anything like that. I've seen some folks, they put a plastic bag over the entire mirror assembly, so when it does pop off, it can't fall. Just an idea if you want to be extra safe. I decided to be risky here, but yeah. So you can see that it is coming off. There's these little plastic tabs, and just work your way around, and eventually it comes free. All right, next step is a very simple one. You have two Phillips screws marked here. Go ahead and remove those with a Phillips screwdriver to loosen the bracket. Then the next thing that you'll do is you'll depress these two prongs here, signified by the right arrow, to release that pin. And then you can give yourself some more slack in the factory wiring by just unhooking the wires from this little hook here. At this point, the factory turn signals will pull right out. Depress the connector tab here and pull the connector from the blinker. Take note of the markings on your new CarTrim turn signals. Now L for left or driver's side, and then R for right or passenger. Plug in the new wiring harness into the factory connector and press pretty good. Make sure that it clicks into place and won't pull free. Next step is to rehook the factory wires into that hook that I showed you earlier, and then start working the turn signal into the mirror housing. It has a weather stripping around the outer edge that you'll want to make sure kind of slips into the groove on the bottom of the mirror, and then this just ensures weatherproofness. And then next step is to make sure that the two-pronged pin goes back into its housing, and then reinsert and tighten the Phillips screws that we removed earlier. Now before you do all this, I would actually recommend that you go ahead and test the turn signal, make sure that the polarity is right and everything is working before you move on to the next step and reinstall. And the final stage is to put the mirror cap back on. And you might actually have to give it some force. You don't want to break any of the tabs or crack the plastic, but I had to kind of tap it with the palm of my hand around the outer edge where it's pretty strong, and it would click into place. And there you have it, pretty simple. Honestly, it should just take probably 10 minutes, maybe even less. And I'm really impressed with these CarTrim turn signals. They're a lot cooler, less chrome, they're brighter, a lot of benefits, and I'm really glad that I got them.